Essentially, this was the Survivor Austin 3, Roman numeral 3, our third annual event where we essentially bring together cardiac arrest survivors, rescuers, family members at one event. And it's just kind of a celebration of life. In 2004, which is what we're celebrating, Valentine's Day 2005, we had in this system alone 46 cardiac arrest saves out of 465 cardiac arrests. So we have about a 10% save rate, which nationwide is a very good average. We do this for several reasons. To bring the rescuers and the victims together. It's important for us to realize, and that's part of why we bring these people together. We're trying to instill in people, learn CPR, promote AEDs within the community. Be proud of the fact that we have early access in this community. We have a great 911 system. We have an EMS system that's second to none. So for all these things, we're grateful, and it's just a great opportunity for us. I think at some point there probably wasn't a dry eye in there when you had the family members getting up there and talking about the wife, the mother, the neighbor of someone who essentially was dead, and through the process of a lot of people coming together, we're here to enjoy your company today. Things that people can do to help our cause, take a CPR class. Go to cityofaustin.org. EMS actually has a division that teaches CPR classes. Go to the American Red Cross. They teach CPR classes. And I would encourage anyone that is of that mind to take that class, because you never know when it might save a family member, a loved one, a neighbor. And it's a great opportunity to help someone, and hopefully they can turn around and do the same for you.
I'm starting to breathe. Okay.
Only moments later, paramedics arrive on the scene. They use defibrillators en route and are able to stabilize Christy.
It was 7 to 9 minutes before the paddles fire to back up. Most people come back brain dead. We're 100%. She's 100%. Our family's intact because of people caring.
Today, Christy says she feels fine, but realizes she's one of the few lucky ones. And today's program at City Hall was part of an annual program by Austin Travis County EMS. In Travis County last year, EMS responded to 465 cardiac arrest calls. 49 of those patients only survived, but that's better than 10%. That's nearly 3 times the national average of only 3 to 4%. We're live downtown. Michael McCauley, KVUE News.
Survivor 3 was right here in Austin today, but it wasn't the same Survivor show that you can watch here on KI. Today's Survivor 3 event was a get-together for people who have had heart attacks last year and the paramedics who saved their lives. 46 people in Austin and Travis County are alive today because local EMS rescuers got their hearts going again. Today at City Hall, the survivors thanked their heroes from the bottom of their hearts.
Welcome back. The odds of you surviving a cardiac arrest in the Austin area exceed the national average.
You could see living proof of that today at Austin City Hall.
Just found her laying on the ground. Okay, you found somebody laying on the ground. Right, and she's not moving.
Last April, this Austin mother was the subject of that 911 call. Today, she's part of the 3rd annual Survivor Austin celebration. Chrissy Hessen joins the other 48 saves to formally recognize and thank the people that helped save their lives.
I was just scared, and I didn't really know it was going to happen.
I'm a very lucky person. A lot of things went right for me. This is an outcome that you don't get every day. Cardiac saves are still, they're becoming more common, but they're still very rare. And so it makes you feel very good when you know that you made a difference in saving someone's life.
When we got my wife home, we celebrated life, and we do so every day.
By the way, cardiac survival rates nationwide are between 3 and 4%. In Austin, it's more than 10%.
7 News at 9.
Dozens of heart attack survivors were reunited today with the people who helped save their lives. Survivors and emergency service workers gathered at Austin City Hall. 42 lives were saved last year by Austin Travis County EMS workers giving CPR instructions over the phone. Christy Hessen had a heart attack last April. Her neighbors called 911 and got her heart beating again.
Is she laying here?
Listen to me. Is she breathing?
I don't think so.
All right, ma'am, I'm sending the ambulance and the fire department, but I need you to stay on the line with me. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do next.
We provided CPR instructions for 7 minutes and 41 seconds until the paramedics arrived on scene. If she had laid there without any CPR for over 7 minutes, this would not have the same outcome at all.
It's, wonderful, and I'm so happy to be reunited with all the people that were involved and my neighbors. It's a pretty amazing story, and I missed most of it.
Mayor Will Wynn proclaimed this Survivor Austin Day.
It was a heartwarming reception on Valentine's Day as cardiac patients came face to face with the men and women who worked to save their lives. This was the 3rd year for Survivor Austin. Many patients came with their families to meet Austin and Travis County first responders and to say thanks.
You actually see what you go to work for, the benefit of your job, and it's a wonderful benefit to know that somebody's alive and healthy and with their husband and their children and their family and friends.
Austin Travis County EMS workers saved nearly 4 dozen lives under cardiac arrest last year. Yesterday's event was sponsored by the Austin Survivor Partnership.
Well, good afternoon. How is everybody? Thank you so much for coming to this event. I have to tell you that this is probably one of the most exciting things that we do as a community every year. This is our third year of Survivor Austin, 2005, and it's an opportunity for us to basically celebrate our successes as a community. It's our opportunity to hear from patients who've had out-of-hospital sudden cardiac death and who've survived the event. And it's basically a time for us to look back and say, all the testing, all the hard work we go through, all the efforts we make as a community, as a city, as a county, as multiple agencies, pays off, and probably the most important thing in medicine we do. One of the things that we're proud of in Austin Travis County is that our cardiac arrest survival rate overall, when someone's heart stops, is about 10.4%. The national average, if you look at published literature, is anywhere from 3 to 4%. And we as a community, and if you could see what I can see from here, the uniforms, the various uniforms, folks from different organizations and agencies, the reason we're able to get that cardiac arrest survival rate up that high is because all of us are singing off the same sheet of music. We're all committed to a common goal, a common pathway. I'd like at this time to introduce our elected officials from the City of Austin and from Travis County. First, I'll introduce the mayor of the city of Austin, Mayor Will Wynn.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Rock. You know, we at the City of Austin, in our general fund budget, it's approximately $500 million, where really city services are delivered, where the bulk of what you all think of your city government resides in that budget. Of that $500 million budget, right now, approximately 67% of it each year in, year out now, is spent on public safety, police, fire, EMS. And it's events like this that, frankly, make that worthwhile. We've had some difficult budget years the last 3 or 4. We've effectively held our public safety spending harmless, and it shows with remarkable stats. Not only did you hear about the survival rate on cardiac arrest victims, which is why we're here, but we have a remarkable record over the last couple of years with our Austin Fire Department having only 1 fire fatality in the last 18 or 19 months, just unheard of. We have a remarkably safe town. And so it's with great honor that I'm with you today and have a special proclamation on Valentine's Day. And it reads, "Be it known that whereas Survivor Austin 3 is the 3rd annual celebration for cardiac arrest survivors, their families, and their rescuers. And whereas victims of cardiac arrest in our area are blessed to have access to life-saving care 24/7 thanks to the dedicated staff of our professional first responders. Whereas we're pleased to recognize the Austin Travis County EMS, the Austin Fire Department, and the American Heart Association for their efforts to improve survival and recovery from sudden cardiac arrest and reduce the incidence of heart disease and stroke through professional and public education. Now therefore, I, Will Wynn, Mayor of the great city of Austin, Texas, do hereby proclaim today, Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2005, as Survivor Austin Day, and have just heartfelt thanks to the remarkable set of professional organizations we have here that are helping our citizens survive in this true need of crisis. So, thank you very much for being here. Enjoy Survivor Austin Day, and please join me in congratulating these remarkable men and women who make this all possible.
Thank you, Mayor, very much. Our Mayor Pro Tem, Jackie Goodman, from the City of Austin.
This is my last year as a council member, and I want to tell you how proud I have been to be able to do whatever I could do in budgets to make life better for EMS professionals. When I first got here, it was kind of a sad case. No equipment, long hours, not good enough training, hard-working people, way too many hours on a shift, and not much appreciation, except from the general public, who knows it's you who we trust our lives too. Cavalry's coming. But with fire and APD and EMS, we have one of the best triumvirates around, the best in the country, in my opinion, and there aren't many who would question that. So thank you from the community, and I will be an advocate. What is that? I will be an advocate after I'm off the council as well, to make sure that anybody I talk to knows that you are the best. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. And our Travis County Commissioner, Karen Sunlighter.
Thanks, Doc. You know, a lot of times folks want to concentrate on the things in terms of process between Travis County and the City of Austin, and I would like to focus on the product that has been exceptional. And one of the exceptional things that we have done well together is Austin-Travis County EMS. I also remember when I first came on the Travis County Commissioners Court, we had the best EMS system in the world, but it was City of Austin based. And we worked to not only get it to full county-wide seamless service, but we made it into one of the best county-wide systems in the United States of America. And I would also like to put in a plug as well for our volunteer as well as our paid professionals who are our first responders, because a lot of these events as well happen because of our first responders with our emergency service districts who make that first call, or it's the firefighters in the ESDs who are there. And I would just like to personally say that because of the great work, that we have joyous things to talk about today within the Travis County family, as opposed to things that could have turned out a different way. Two of the survivors from this past year are tied to Travis County government. One of our retired district judges is one of the saves. The sister of one of our assistant county attorneys is one of the saves. So thank you very much for making this a joyous occasion because of the work that you all do 24/7 on behalf of the citizens of Travis County. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. I don't know what that noise is. I don't think it's a defibrillator. Somebody's pager. Okay. So now not only do we have to turn pagers off, but now... And now it's my pleasure to introduce Toby Futrell, who's the city manager of Austin, Texas, and has been there for the City of Austin side of the emergency medical response system ever since I've known her. And I wanted to say on behalf of all of us, the city and the county, one of the things that I think all of us in organized medicine realize is that we can provide the clinical care pretty easily, and I put that in quotation marks, pretty easily, but it's a support of elected officials and city and county management that allow us to do that. You probably don't know how much we appreciate it, but we really, truly appreciate that. And I think today is a good opportunity for us to celebrate that, so thank you. Our keynote speaker, unfortunately, Dr. Eduardo Sanchez, who is the Commissioner of Health for the state of Texas, got called to the legislature and had to be whisked away, no doubt, to advocate for automated external defibrillator placement throughout the great state of Texas to parallel the city of Austin, Travis County. But we are extraordinarily fortunate to have representing the Commissioner of Health's office someone who I have had the pleasure of working with for the past 9 years. Kathy Perkins is the former bureau chief for the Bureau of Emergency Management for the Texas Department of Health, and in the reorganization of health services actually moved up that ladder and covers all sorts of areas, including emergency care and, I believe, tattoos, alligator meat processing, and other emergency care issues within the Department of State Health Services. Kathy is a tireless worker for emergency health care. I will tell you that the best time to reach her is 8 or 9 o'clock at night when she's still in her office working on behalf of the state. A nurse by training, a powerful advocate of the trauma system, a close friend, and clearly one of the best things we've got in the Texas Department of State Health Services. Kathy Perkins, thank you for coming and talking with us.
Last summer, on a weekday late in the afternoon, about the time many state employees were wrapping up their work, not 8 or 9 at night, and getting ready to